Morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna be streaming some CVC starting up here. It's 5:30. It's 5:30 my time, so a little bit early. Hopefully, you guys are having a good start to your CVC. What's up, Mr. Milk? For you, man, Mr. Mick. Is that Mr. What is this purple number one? Does that mean you're the first comment? First comment. What's up, man? It's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough CVC, guys. Tough CVC here. Up against Clan Roos. Very tough top clan here. Hey Maniac, how are you? That's good. Yeah, just woke up. So just starting those engines. Best viewer. I guess it's depending on how much comments you have, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started here. I haven't done anything, so I literally just woke up. Let's see. I think let me see. Rebounds. I haven't done anything. I took it easy yesterday, so you do everything today. Hey, Elite Ways. What's up, man? How are you? Hope your CVC is going well. Activities in chat. Yeah, that's good. That increases the engagement, I guess, right? So people have things to do. See if we get some luck here in the chess. Nope. Luck. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, finally. Finally, we got the Marius soul. That feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Let's bang this off first. Yeah, it took a long time. I had the resources, but yeah, it took a long time to pick it up there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Took a long time to finish it up. Quick and fast source of points in CVC to do every CVC to reach 400k. Crafting is a good amount of points. So the forge is very quick. Forge is very quick points. The most efficient points per energy or points per gems is tag team arena. So if you are high up in tag team arena, you get some pretty good points. Cheap. Not as fast as like grinding a dungeon for 6 seconds, but it's the best points per energy if you're in high tag team. How do you empower Marius? You need the fox, Demesia. We're burning in hot weather. Yeah, it's 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. for me. So I woke up about half an hour ago. But yeah, you can kind of just watch like what I'm doing like in stream, and then you can kind of tell like what I do for points. Because usually I do the most efficient way to get the points first. Some CVCs I don't even spend gems. I don't even spend gems for 400k. Same thing with like fusion. Some fusions I don't even spend gems. So I try to do it as efficiently as possible, but this is one of those CVCs where I'm probably gonna have to spend everything regardless of efficiency. So it's a nasty matchup. So do you think that if there is a special Titan event, they will sneak some of the special rules ones again? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. They're gonna have like epic only, or they'll have like factions only, turn attacks. You know, for sure they'll sneak some of that weird stuff in. Um, yeah, I mean, there's no they've been doing it more often, so there's no reason to think that they won't do it. But it's not guaranteed that they will, but I think most likely they will. Just got him like a week ago. No souls. Feels bad. Respect the journey though. Yeah, man. Congrats. He's awesome. He's awesome, man. It's yeah. It's ooh, we got 4 of these. Yeah, it's crazy. They need to fix the whole blessing system, right? I think it takes too long. It takes too long, man. Like you have to be like, even if you're dedicated to the game, like, I'm very dedicated to the game. Took me 10 months. It took me 10 months to get this soul for one champion. It's absurd, right? Hey Martian, what's up? Good morning. Yep, good morning. Yep. Hope we all have a good week. Yep. Today CVC summon Embers to build him, considering going 6-piece stone skin or savage stone skin. Um yeah, I mean, the 6-piece doesn't give him much value because he uses up a lot of turns when he can use up a lot of turns, like the transforming and stuff. So often you won't get full value from his from 2 turn stone skins. So I think just 1 turn is fine, and then just damage after that. He has a 50% ignore defense on his A2 in his second form, but it's always nice to have the full 100%, I guess. Hey Boris, yeah man, I'm always up early, always up early. That's the only way North American content creators can do it. We have to work on EU schedule, right? Today CBC summon just arrived. What's the matchup this week? We got Roos this week, so this is probably the one where we go all in. It's gonna be a nasty one, and I'll probably make a video basically saying that I regret going all in. Win or lose, I will probably regret going all in. But this is the participation that you're expected of when you're in a top 10 clan, right? So we will not disappoint. Shayak working with 2 Crocads. I'm not sure. I don't have 2 Crocads on the test server, so we can't really test it there. Oh, this one we might lose. I'm also playing 2 accounts. And my second account, we're also in a really bad matchup too. Yeah, so technically I mean, it's bad all around. The next 2 days will not be fun for me, I think. The next 2 days will not be fun. 30k points from random ancient poll, Ghostborn. Highlights my CVC. Nice. Okay, we lost. We can't fight this team. Team is too nasty. I see you use Eric's for Spider. Could you quickly show her build mastery so I can copy stats? I have a video on it if you're looking for more detail. No wonder this guy doesn't have gear. Just give me a second. Hold on. It's just these are the stats you need. I have 6-piece. I have 6-piece Slayer. If you don't have 6-piece Slayer, you can use 4-piece Slayer with 4-piece lifesteal. That could work. If you use lifesteal, you don't need accuracy. If you don't run lifesteal, you need accuracy. You must run this mastery, Harvest Despair, and you need accuracy to land it. So yeah, that's kind of like the idea. So you have to have the leech out to heal up. If you don't have leech, then you need lifesteal gear. If you don't have the ignore defense here, then you need crazy stats because the more damage she has, the faster and safer your run is. So yeah, that's kind of what you're looking for in terms of stats for her. She works okay. Like Marius would be Marius would work too, but I don't really want to change up my Marius build just to do solo spider, so I'm stuck with Eric's. You have no soul and you're scaring me. It's been a week. It feels like 2 months. Yeah, I mean that's the reality. How long it takes, right? It's crazy. I never pulled like a Marius from like my wish list. Like my Marius was on my wish list for 10 months. I never pulled a single upgrade. Right. I think I pulled a 1 star, but my Marius was at 2 star already. So it's the wish list system needs to change. Sure, it needs to change for sure. We're in the same time zone. All right. Tough matchup. Yeah, it is. Very tough matchup. Finally got your Embers. Not sure if booking the second form was the right call, but I hope so. Yes, it is. Second form for sure. Getting more of those AoEs is very good. You feel bad doing arena? Well, I mean, arena gives you the forge, right? If you don't have the forge, then that's huge. Silver gone. That's huge, like CBC points. Not to mention that you need the forge to craft gear, right? Like unless you're like way beyond forge gear. Are you single? No, I'm not single. Sorry, dude. Uh, Hell yes, I booked his second form. I'm happy. Yeah, good. 6 star soul on Marius. Thanks, man. Thanks, Candy. Yeah, the forge. Good luck with both matchup. Maybe the other one is easier than Ruse. It's against Polish. It's against the top Polish clan in the game. I think we played them before in CVC maybe years ago. And I feel like, like my alt clan actually is very successful doing personal reward CVC. We've lost only like a handful in like 4 years or something, or 3 years. So we haven't lost very many. And I feel like the Polish clan perhaps beat us. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I'm not looking forward to either of them because I have to play both accounts. And it's just a little bit too sweaty. You know what I mean? But you gotta do what you gotta do. And like, yeah, I'm clan leader for my alt clan, so I can't really just chill and let people carry me, right? Hey, thanks guys. Yeah. Hey Squinch. Yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah, the Marius soul is really big, man. Like now I have no resources though. After getting Marius' soul, I have no resources now because yeah, I saved it all and then I spent it all to get the big Marius soul. It's all good. It's all good. That's why you save, right? You save it so you can spend it. Oh man. Okay, get some points. Yeah, I waited a long time. I did wait a long time for it. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I had a feeling it was gonna come. I had a feeling it was gonna come after the talk with the developer. Then they said that it's about a 2 month wait per level per level. Then I was like, oh, mine should be coming pretty soon. So and yeah, it did. Helps a lot for me to play. Hey, no worries, Ricardo. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. If you're grateful. Looking forward to hitting CVC after work today. I have a lot saved up. Thanks, Squinch. Yeah, we're gonna do our best. I think everyone in the clan wants to go for it, but I think some people are not. I've been through like a lot of big fights, and win or lose, you don't feel good about it. That's the thing. a lot of big CVC battles. Like, I can't speak for like my main account, but on my alt account, like being clan leader and all that, like I've been through a lot of big fights over the years, and win or lose, it's never that great of a feeling, to be honest. Um, Most of the big fights we end up losing, and that's also a little bit of it leaves a sour feeling in your. So I'm trying to I'm remembering the times where you go really really big and you lose. So that's kind of like making me a little bit hesitant to go again, but it seems like my alt clan wants to go. So who am I to say nope? Pull 2 5-star mythicals this key personal reward CVC, and I'm twice my minimum point requirement. Can chill now. Oh, okay. Wow, you pulled 5-star mythicals. Pulled 2 5-star. Oh, you mean soul stones? Imagine pulling another 6-star soul from Marius after taking it from your wish list. Yeah, I thought about that for a second. I was like, I hope not. When do you make time for Minotaur? Like I need to do that too. I need to do need to do that too. My Minotaur is pretty quick. Marius, I think I do Marius. Marius takes like 20 seconds, 15 seconds or something. So, it takes about 2 hours to do 2 champions, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's finding those 2 hours is tough. Like right now, especially when you would usually do it like if you're doing something else. Like if I'm making dinner or doing some chores or hanging out with the fam, then I would put Minnow on. But I haven't really put Minnow on because I don't like to I like to double dip with the Minnow. Like so at the very least it needs to be a training tournament or CVC. So usually I do Minnow during CVC. But yeah, I need to do some Minnow. Like I have to this CVC I'm gonna build out Titus. And we're gonna build the Titus team on these accounts, on both accounts here. Um, so it's I have stuff to do. I should hit over 1 million CVC points like without too much difficulty on both accounts. I think my main account I need to go even harder. So, we'll see. We'll see. Hey Toxie, how are you, man? Instant battles for minnows would be so clutch since they won't upgrade it. They won't. They won't because people they can't make it too attractive, right? They can't make Minotaur too attractive done through energy. You know what I mean? They won't make it too attractive because they want you to spend the gems, right? They want you to spend the gems because the gems cost more. The gems cost more. When you do Minotaur, you actually gain silver, you gain XP, and you save gems. The only thing in exchange, you give up time, right? So that is the exchange. So they want people to pay the gems. They don't want to make Minotaur more attractive because it is already more attractive, right? Because you get all those resources um, in exchange for time. So they don't want to reduce the time because that's just going to make it more attractive. I mean, it's such a small like thing. That's the thing, right? It's just a small thing. Why Plarium make it so tough? Why Plarium make it so tough? It's like the smallest thing to give to the people. Oh, make it a little bit faster. Like give us 25, make life a little bit easier, you know. It's not like it's like the main money maker for them, you know what I mean? Like like it's not the main money maker for them. Why are they making it such a big deal? Make it such a big deal. Makes no sense. My Marius build? I showed my Marius build in my video, but yeah, he's stone skin lethal, pretty standard build. Good stats. 300 speed, over 300 speed, about 330 crit damage, about 350 accuracy. So pretty good stats overall. 6-star blessing definitely helps, right? But the 6-star blessing is going to help a lot in like boss matchups because the crushing rend is gets a pretty big boost for ignore defense damage. So you just got summoned, turn Drake, but did not get the bonus rewards. Try relogging in. If it doesn't work for you, then try to support. Send a support ticket. Send a support ticket. Or spend 800 gems for masteries. Just how play. Yeah, exactly right. Do you spend gems on Minnow? I have never spared energy. Yes, I would spend gems on Minnow. Yes, that's one of the things you save. You save up for, right? You save your gems for to do the masteries. Just fused Mikage this CBC, and Thursday I'll get Lydia. Finally, Lydia will go 9-piece Pharaoh, but not sure with Mikage. What do you recommend? Really depends on Mikage. 9-piece protection works pretty well. She brings 2 buffs plus a shield that's random on the A1, so 3 buffs, not bad, right? Some people like to run her in like reflex, like like relentless plus reflex or impulse, so you get more of the ally attacks. That works too. So it really kind of depends where you're using her. I know I never spend gems directly on masteries and gems on energy, but not often. Yeah, I don't like spending. I never spend masteries like with gems. It's just it's just inefficient. Like if you don't if you have like some time, it's it's obviously worth it to do it to just do minnow, right? That's if you have time. But if you don't, then it's fine. If you don't, you have the option to just pay for the masteries, but you're giving up like a million silver, right? So every 800 every one mastery you put on one champion is about 1.1 million silver that you're just giving up. So it's not ideal. Like it's fine once in a while, but it's not ideal. Like over time it stacks up, right? Like think about how many masteries you've done on your champions. It adds up. They want our blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, and they want our money. Yeah, I'll probably have to do over 1 million CVC points. You found $1,300 of fraudulent transactions. Man, okay. Did I tell you guys? I didn't mention it, but I actually had somebody hack into my PayPal account recently, and they tried to set. I think they were successful, but they set up like a fraudulent transaction worth. I think they was worth like $2,000. So they set up a fraudulent transaction. I think it went through, and I had to deal with PayPal to basically get it reversed. But it was an absolute pain in the ass, like to deal with PayPal. Um, I don't know how it got through. Like I have, you know, two-factor authentication. Um, I saw all the notifications, and that's kind of how I found out. I was like, "Oh, somebody's entered my account. Suspicious activity. Somebody's changing my stuff." Um, and I had to deal with all that last week. That was so bad, man. So I lost a lot of faith like dealing with PayPal. So I don't know. I would kind of recommend not going with them, or at least not putting a lot of money into, or not doing anything serious on PayPal. That's for sure. like credit cards and stuff, like if you get fraudulent stuff on credit cards, like they, I've never had an issue. Like I've had fraudulent transactions on credit cards maybe like 2 or 3 times in my life, and every single time the credit card, like, just no hassle, right? They know what's up, like, yes, it's fraudulent, and then they fix it, right? PayPal is just awful. Their initial decision was that they deemed the transaction legit. So they said the transaction was legit, and I was like, "How is this legit, man? How's this legit? Do you see, like, this guy can't, like, this guy, like, I saw his chat messages, and he was chatting with support, trying to go through some of the roadblocks, and every time they asked for verification on something, he could not, like, the scammer couldn't verify, and then they would go back and change the transaction. So they would try to, like, get it from another source, like another bank, another credit card, and every time they asked for verification, he would just get stuck. And I was like, paper, like, I was like telling PayPal, I was like, how is this legit? Like, and then you see, like, the real person coming in, changing all the passwords, and then closing and disputing this and all that stuff. I'm like, doesn't this look like not a normal transaction? Like, anyways, it was just really bad. And then they said, "Oh, you're right. Okay, let me speak to my back office." And the person goes away for like 10 seconds and then comes back and says, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. We'll change that to not legitimate transaction, and PayPal will pay you." So I was like, "Okay." So it sounds like you just made that decision yourself without speaking to anybody. And I'm glad that it's covered, but I don't know how you guys deemed it, legit. You know what I mean? So I don't know what their criteria is, but yeah, dealing with them was not fun, and it doesn't give me a lot of confidence in PayPal. So they felt sorry and donated the 50%. What? $50? You always found PayPal to be decent to deal with. PayPal is horrific. I stopped using them. Yep. They've always been known to be bad. You know what? And then their two-factor authenticator apparently is just really weak. And I read stories on Reddit where people try to, like, sue them and all that stuff. And apparently when you're using their when you're if you're using their service, you have no legal, like, anything. You can't sue them for anything. So basically just, make sure you guys are protected, if you guys are using that kind of stuff, because yeah, it's not protected, and don't assume that it's covered, I guess. Scary stuff, eh? In this time and age, in this world, just scary stuff. And, like, I have, like, all the two-factor authenticator and all that stuff, like, set up, right? So they went through all that stuff too. Emergency card. Yeah. My account was tied to an old email, made it absolutely impossible to unbind that and sort my new one. Like, how? Oh, yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, the thing is, like, a bunch of my emails are super old, so I'm like, oh, there's probably some stuff floating around on the internet, and it's like, I wouldn't be surprised. But I would have thought that, like, two-factor authenticator probably is a little bit more safe, but apparently it does nothing. Funny stuff, eh? Always pay for a credit card. Yeah, credit card is good. Credit card is way more safe. Obviously bigger company, just just better overall. One incompetent employee, yeah. It's in the contract you sign with them. They assume no liability, and you basically waive them to sue. Yes, exactly. Sorry, something was some kind of little fly thing. Most sites send you a recovery code via email that can bypass it. If you delete it, the email is compromised. Snowball effect. Yeah, usually I have it sent to my phone. So I did get the notifications on my phone. I was like, oh, I got the two-factor or whatever on my phone. And then I thought that was kind of weird because obviously I didn't sign into PayPal or anything like that. So, you know, and then they still got through it anyways. So I don't know. It definitely shook my confidence a little bit in some of those security features that we have. Google Authentic seems good at least. Yeah. So for PayPal it was like a text. It was a text sent to me. Um yeah, it was just a text. So not to email or anything like that. How are you guys doing it for Faction Wars? Night Rev's one of the stronger ones I have. Uh-oh. I guess my Embers have gear. Maybe he doesn't have. Embers is like massive. He's so massive. For Faction Wars, like he just demolishes Faction Wars. It's super awesome. Who would have thought Jin Wan would be so nasty? Look at this. Very nasty Jin Wan here. Oh, I have accuracy down. Damn. Look at this. Look at this Jin Wan, man. He's so nasty. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. If my Ancora dies, it yeah, I'm gonna have to change it up here. So like I'm not at that stage where I can just full auto like the top difficulty. Um like I can probably do it if it just kind of runs like in the background. Um but a lot of it I still have to like pay attention to. I'm like trying to do faction wars on my other my other account too, so it's double double grinding here. Just finished 21 hard night revs. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, night revs is I think it's pretty reasonable, especially if you have Embers. Um, but honestly, hard faction war is just like a big time sink, right? Like if you don't have time to do it, then you know, then you can't. So, all right, I got the other account is on lockdown, so let's focus on this one. Too bad we can't just full auto this, unfortunately. What's the point difference between Faction Wars 21 and Faction Wars 20? I guess it's a pretty big point difference. Faction Wars gives you quite a bit of points. Kind of nice. Oh, okay. If I do the fear, that means everyone's gonna get the block debuffs, right? Heal your stuff. Ooh, that's pretty close. Almost killed everybody. Come on. Damn it. Damn it, my guys are so slow. Boom. Okay, let's go. To the boss. Mm-hmm. I think this is the block damage one. One of the ads give him block damage or something. Or the provoke one. 400 during 2x. What about hard faction wars? I think this is hard faction wars. Hmm. How did you get an extra billion silver? This is my main account. My main account has 2 billion silver, and then my alt account has 1 billion. My main account has 2 billion. A lot of it is just playing the game. So, the more you play, the more you grind, then you're usually good things happen, like getting silver and stuff. No stuns. Sorry, you guys asking about some champs? Reflect damage. Oh no. Usually one service you use to get data breach and use the info to phishing other things. I see. Authenticator app like Microsoft or Google. Yeah, I did change to all the authenticator apps. So hopefully we don't have to deal with it anymore. But yeah, it definitely gave me an extra like little jolt to fix on my privacy stuff, on my security stuff. So no health swap. The health swap is actually really nice. It's like a heal for Embers. It's so crazy. All right, there you go. Ad is down. Hey Devi, I'm not sure I remember you. Night Revs used to be one of the hardest. Yeah, I know. Few fusions, yeah. Health swap, go. Nice. No, Empress is massive, and you know what? He's not even like he's gated, but he honestly could come much sooner than you know, like Lydia, for example, right? He could come way sooner than Lydia, and he's a humongous help. He's even like if you have no answer for Sand Devil, he could be your solo answer for Sand Devil too. Yeah, he's a major help. Damn, lose our guy here. Let's see. Cleanse. Eric's 2, would Bloodthirst Slayer be viable? Bloodthirst and Slayer would be viable, yes. If you want to solo, you need good stats though, right? Like if you don't have the ignore defense, you need good stats. It's gonna auto it now. I think we're good. Once someone's dead on the waves, isn't Form 1 better on Empress? Form 2, I mean, you're doing damage, right? You really want the damage form for Empress after you use like the control, like the base form you have the control, but then the second form you have all the damage. So I find the damage form like a bit better, to be honest. Struggling with gear a bit. I got gear but can't quite hit the level of stats. It's not just about like gear. Like a lot of stats come from different places, like Great Hall, blessings, your faction guardians. Like there's a lot of stats from those different areas too, right? So it's not just gear nowadays. Like if we're just looking at gear, like the total stats that we have would be way different. So you gotta keep that in mind too, right? You gotta build from every area. So yeah, you can't really neglect things like Great Hall and stuff like that. Faction Guardians. There's the Hell Swap. Hell Swap plus Equalize. How crazy is that? Pretty nasty stuff. Hey Miyagi, how are you? Good morning. Okay, so I did 3 runs on stage 16 and it was 10.8k points. Quite a bit. Quite a bit of DVC points actually. Oh no, if me ah ah Ugh. Yeah, the encore there was not nice. I don't want to waste my time like on stream, like trying to redo this level. Basically, what I would do is basically just have RSL helper run like rerun this stage over and over, and eventually it'll beat it. But yeah, I don't really want to do that right now. Doomstar, did we do this? 21 is 2000. Oh, I see. Form 1, destroy max HP is good for the health swap as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. But you need a lot of damage too, right? Like you need a lot of damage to bring him down. Like, and Embers is doing most of the damage in that fight. Hey Mario, hi from Belgium. Your Nubs live stream this morning and posted a few ideas for your upcoming collab. Oh, I somewhat forgot. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Nubs messaged me last week when we wanted to do a collab together. We seem just so busy. We seem so busy, and we're in different time zones as well. So we're gonna try to get together and do something. So yeah, it's fun. I've done collabs with Nubs before. It's always fun. Um, Collabs in general are just fun, so I do enjoy them. Um, but yeah, it'll be good. Be good. Do you think there's such thing as returning player RNG? I didn't play for 7 days, came back 10 ancients and got 2 Legos. I don't think so. I don't think there's like a boost like that. But I think there is like a boost when you first start the game, right? I think there is a boost like the first 5 sacred shards or something, you have a boost. Something like that. But I don't think there's anything hidden. Like that boost is not hidden, but I don't think there's anything like unspoken. Last time you saw me, I was a noob asking for advice. Now I'm level 46. Supreme Gaelic in a good build. I have 2 mythicals. I have a mythical, the Calamitous. EC 6-star and 2 perfect soul. All right, man. Congrats. Let's go. Level 46. Let's go, man. Long way to go. Something Sigfrin. I don't have Sigfrin. One fight, almost 8 minutes. Yep. They're gonna build out Grey Hall and such. Yep. Then you'll get all the stats. A lot of stats there. Faction War is so fun. Faction War is not fun. It's not fun. Well, I mean, like, I'm not at the stage where I can full auto like the hardest levels, and I guess progressing is the not progressing is the not so fun part. But it is what it is. It's just part of the game. One day I'll get one day I'll be I'll probably push for Polara or whatever. But lately I just kind of reached like the level where I can comfortably farm faction wars, and then I just do it. I haven't even like fully re-geared my champions to like really go at it, like go hard at it, like stun sets or anything like that. I just kind of use whatever gear is already on the champion, and I just go in. So I basically put in like very, very low effort for hard faction wars. Just don't really have the time, right? When I use a Georgian, Georgian's not gonna survive. He'll die to every single hit. He'll die to every single hit. I do have a Georgian, but he'll die to every single hit. Uh, and I think like some of my champs are not even geared. Like they're not geared out. So yeah, it's just like the lack of effort on my part to try to do it. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. We're trying our best to be engaging, I guess, for stream. Yeah, we had a bit of a late night last night. Uh, my kiddo had a long nap midday, and it just messes up the whole sleep schedule. So we had a pretty late evening. So I didn't really sleep much at all. I slept probably like 4.5 hours or something. A little bit on the tired side today. You can full auto 21 with Ancora, Empress, Hatter, Sanacia, Alatreon. Yeah, like who was I running? Eric's? I was running Eric's instead of Sinacia, and I was running Tomb Lord instead of Alatreon. I think Alatreon, yeah, definitely would be a good pick. I have Alatreon. It's just like I said, I haven't really put in the effort to make a team or build people out. So Alatreon, yeah, definitely seems like a good solid choice. Protected, protected buffs and all that stuff. So mm, I often don't like collabs. I don't typically watch them, especially if they have a CC I don't recognize or like. Um, sometimes it's interesting, right? You are exposed to different types of CCs, personalities, and stuff. Um, you know, I think it's worth giving it a try. At least for a couple minutes to see if you like how the video's going, and then go from there. Because sometimes you see collabs, and then you run into personalities that you like, and then that helps everybody, right? That helps the viewer. It helps the person you're collabing with, especially if they're smaller, right? Like if they're smaller, then it really helps them out. It really helps them out because then they'll get a lot of exposure. They're getting a big audience, and then yeah. So, but usually I try to check out collabs whenever I can. It's just I used to watch a lot of raid videos, but lately I just haven't had much time to be honest. Sometimes I watch it on my commute to work and stuff. But my commute to work is not that long, so I don't really watch too much. You have two mythical books. What skill should I try to aim for Embers? Um, I mean, uh, I just need to double check, but I'm pretty sure the form two. On form two, I think you just want the books to go into the AOE attack because usually if you're doing arena, you usually will win on the AoE attack. And if you don't win on the AoE attack, you want it back right away. So you want the books in probably in there. Yeah, because in his first form, you basically just do the strip once, and you don't need any books in here to be good. This one, same thing. You can use it. You don't need any books in there. But in his second form, he gets a lot of damage, right? Like if you get two books in here, you get the damage and you get the cooldown. I think that's good. But his A1 also gets a lot of damage too, 30%. And then this one, the health swap, this is the one you don't want to hit in because you don't often use this more than once. So yeah, you can try to land the books here, A1 or A2. Ideally A2, both of them in the A2, but you could technically not even book him out and he'll still be very very insane champion still. Demon Lord with one rare champion. What? Um, I wish quick battles worked. If quick battles worked, then I can just burn off these keys. Energy capped. Oh, I forgot all about these quests. Honestly, I'm not too picky about the quests. I just kind of pick the ones that I can do without really thinking about it nowadays. Like I have so much coins, right? Um, win a total of 10. That's like 10 runs. What's in the shop today? We got energy, we got chaos ores, we got powder. Seems okay. Gonna do my set up my quests on my other account. Energy. Still need to finish off this vent dungeon. Ah, see? See, look at this. Like, there's limited use on this multi-battle right now, the way it is. Like, limited use. Some use, like if you're doing training and stuff, but limited. When you start new, they double the sacred for Epic and Lego for 24 hours. Okay, that makes sense. Faction Wars is fun if you have all the units and items you need. My idea was to do a vid on Siege mode, perspective of a Siege clan leader on setting bonuses and team placement strategy for the high tiers. Siege leader, your Siege leader in the Dragon Legion. I mean, the problem with Siege is that a lot of it is like you have to use strategies, and sometimes you don't want to share those strategies, especially if really like unique. Because people can use those strategies to directly like beat you, I guess. Um, I don't know. I can't really talk about Siege that much because um yeah, because I'm in a competitive clan. We don't really talk about our strategies. Um so that's kind of where it kind of ends up. But I mean, if if you got an idea, then definitely worth looking into it, I guess. If you want to make a video about it. Siege, I find, is generally content that I think people probably don't really care too much about. But lately, since they increased the tiers, I think, at least for me personally, it's definitely made me care more about Siege. So, uh, you're up to about 5 or 6 factions. I can consistently clear 21 with either full auto or minimal attention, but half the factions I'm stuck at 14. Oh, I see. I would say I'm probably kind of similar. I finished a handful of 21s. I can't say that I can manual all of them. No, sorry, I can't say that I can auto all of them. I can auto maybe half of them. Um, but I do have a couple of them stuck at 14. Um, like some of them I'm really stuck at 14. Like I think Sacred Order. Sacred Order and I think some other one. I had a really tough time. I was like, "Whoa, really? I can't really beat this." Like either I don't have DPS or something. I just get kind of stuck against the boss that just keeps swapping. I don't remember which one, but it doesn't matter anyways. Um, I watched some other CCs get Polara and did some testing. Doesn't seem too impressed with her performance. Yeah, I play tested Polara on the test server. I decided not to make a video on it, or I ran out of time or something. But I basically tested her. I had her 6-star fully blast and everything, and yeah, I wasn't too impressed. I wasn't too impressed, and yeah, I watched somebody else do like some testing on Polara as well, and they don't seem very impressed as well. She seems fine, but she's not like game changing, I would think. But I mean, she's a good champion. She has 2 good kits in one champion, which is very good. But she's not, like the best mythical champion we have in the game right now. Type of champion, you know what I mean? Um, do one live arena battle. I don't know if I have the gear. Oh, somebody asked for my Marius build. So this is my Marius. He's 6-star fully blessed. That's his total stats. Somebody asked for my Wukong. My Monkey Man. It's 9 piece merciless. A little bit low on the attack. I have a bad ring here. This is a HP ring, so I don't have another merciless ring that's attack, unfortunately. Maybe I can rework. No, some of these are, I think these are most already reworked, so I don't. This is a pretty good banner. The amulet's fine, but the ring, I'm missing some attack here. I think, yeah, attack here as well. Could go for attack, more damage. The accuracy is kind of nice though. 270 accuracy is like just enough for some of the champions. This, like, both of these can be fixed to accuracy. Don't really want to spend powder at this point. I don't have that much, not powder. I don't have the whatever this stuff is. Sorry, that's dust. Yeah, I don't have that much dust. I want to save this for like the key pieces. Exposure aspect. Appreciate how the CCs help each other out. Yeah, I mean, at some point the OCCs are kind of just, they just do it for fun, right? The OCCs, when they hang out with each other, they just kind of do it for fun. Um, when you have like a much smaller CC with an old CC, like, I think that's very helpful for the small CC, obviously. Um, but everyone has a different kind of impact. Not saying that you know it's I would say like the exposure is, what is it? Performance may vary. I would say that, or results may vary. Results may vary, right? Because it's not always that you're gonna have a great collab, or you're really gonna hit it off with people's audience and all that stuff. So results may vary. Discover you from a collab with Ash. Yeah, that's for me, like, Ash, he helped me immensely. Like, he was the main reason, right? He's the main reason that I had such big exposure, and I had the opportunity that I had, right? So for him, like, I cannot thank him enough. And yeah, he's one of the examples. I think me and him, like, is an example where it could really change somebody's, like, entire thing, right? Like change their entire outlook, um or trajectory, right? But it doesn't always happen. That's the thing. It doesn't always happen. Otherwise, you see everybody, have, you see all the like, you don't see all the small collabs, like collaborators, like, instantly being ginormous, right? Um so yeah, it's tough. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. Hey, Netherlands, what's up, man? I see you cruise through tag team. I mean, tag team is just easy points. We try to do our best. Sorry, I need to. I'm missing some gear on somebody. So Furion, where is he? I don't have the presets. God damn it. I don't want to use that now. Okay, let's try. Yeah, this is another grind too. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. I'm kind of slipping a little bit with the live arena grind. Like, I think live arena is halfway done. I'm less than halfway there, so a little bit have to grind. Go one tag team. Romantic is right. Nice. Um, yeah, the gold tag team actually is much easier now after they made the changes. I'll tell you that. It's like, because I have an alt, and it's significantly easier to grind through. So yeah, I think the changes that they made, ultimately, were good. Good for them, right? Sorry. Ignore resistance. I mean, it's not, it's not super important because you're not going to build him with accuracy, right? Unfortunately, this guy's going to get the first turn here. No siege talk. Do you use Miscreate Monster? No, I don't. Don't use them for anything. Terrace is still broke. Taras is still broken in 2025. Honestly, I don't really use them that much anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't really use them that much anymore. Am I playing against these crazy people? Hey, we won. That's the best. That's the best. Or boss, chimera key. Like, you have to do these things with no points. 0 points. Recommendations for Miscreate Monster, 5-star blessing. Also gear. Not too sure. I mean, cruelty, you can never go too wrong for an epic. Probably not too sure. Not too sure. Lightning cage. Because he has some buffs. Something for damage. I'm just thinking something for damage, but blessings for Wukong. You have some options for blessings for Wukong. You could definitely go for if it's not 6-star, you probably go for Soul Reap, or you can go for Soul Reap. If you're running Stone Skin, you could go for Lightning Cage. But you probably wouldn't run Lightning Cage for Wukong because then he has that passive. Sorry, I'm just trying to multitask here. My train of thought is a little bit lost. I use Heaven Cast. Sometimes just if I'm running, for example, running the champion in Hydra as well. Fairly new to the game. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, no worries. Sorry. Gold tag team is much more volatile in matchmaking now. Easy versus getting teabagged. It lost to this guy, right? Or the aura probably got me there. Are you using Geralt in some areas of the game? No, I'm not. She probably fits in my Orcs faction wars, but I haven't actually built her out to do any work in faction wars. Actually, I haven't built her out to do to do anything, to be honest. Aphidus has been pretty good. I've been impressed with Aphidus. He's my other mythical that I pulled from Remnants. My Elva keeps dying on the lion. I think I'm missing something, or I need to build her 100k HP. Keeps dying on the lion. Does that mean that she's getting attacked first? Which means she has the highest defense. So you need somebody else with more defense than Elva, so she doesn't get targeted right away. or you could have increased defense on her at the wrong time. Frank. LA is still sitting bare ass in gravel, slightly amusing but mostly painful. I enjoy live arena. It's fun. It's fun for me. Like it's kind of like the one thing that you kind of work on. Like for me at least. Like okay, well, you know, I like my champions to be as strong as possible so I can perform in live arena. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like what you kind of find fun, right? Like some people just kind of like set it and forget it. Like it's like, oh, I make my PvE teams and I'm done. Like, but I don't know. Then you're kind of then you're kind of just what are you grinding for, right? You make your PvE teams, but then what are you grinding for? Make PvE easier? I don't know. How do you stop spending on this game and just be free to play? I think ultimately you have to check your expectations, right? Like if you're pulling shards and you're expecting to pull something good every time, then you're going to be disappointed, right? Because the odds are not in your favor to pull good stuff all the time in this game. So when you change your expectations around shard pulls, basically just use shard pulls as a way to get something. Like think about shards as like coins so that you can basically contribute towards something. So whether it be a fusion, whether it be a blessing, whether it be for a champion, think about it that way instead of pulling shards and hoping to get something out of it. Because I find that people, when they hope and have expectations out of shards, like, oh, I have these shards, I'm going to get something today, and then they don't. That expectation is so hard to overcome that I think people spend. That's how people spend, right? And also, like, if you're not actively playing the game, you're gonna have a harder time saving money in the game. Like if you gotta be realistic, right? Like you can't expect to do like top content but not play the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like um so, luckily people can pay to do that. If people can How did I lose this? This shouldn't be a loss. This should be a win. It's just like doing random stuff here. I have a bad team against this team, like to be fair, but I don't think I should lose this. They have a 6-star temporal chains, I guess. All right, all right, all right. Struggling with Spider to beat Spider. Struggling with Spider to beat Spider for Arbiter mission. Should I build my Estrid? Depends on the level that you're stuck on, right? Like I was stuck on Spider for a long time too. I was stuck on stage 19, the Force Affinity one. And then, I found that using HP burn was the way to get through stage 19 for me. And it was from a vault champion too, Elder Scarg. So sometimes you have something already, you just gotta find more creative way to use it. I'm not sure if Eostrid would be that beneficial for Spider, but I mean she's good, good. But I don't know if she's gonna be the answer for Spider. You know what I mean? How does the clan boss focus work? Budget unkillable to myth the team. Eris gets stunned against Spirit. Will Geomancer last shard? Is he going to be targeted? Yes. You have to bring another Force Affinity champion. And make him, I think, I forgot the priority list for Demon Lord. I think it's total max HP. So the remaining max HP on the champion. So make Geomancer like lower HP than Eris. But that's kind of the issue with the Eris teams, is that you need another Force Affinity champion to come in so that Eris doesn't get stunned. I think it's HP based, or remaining HP, whoever has more HP at the time. Will you be playing any other game besides Braid, Dragonair, Godforge? Yeah, yeah. I'm open to playing other games, but right now Raid is just my main game and kind of what I have time to do. So, yeah. So right now it's my main focus for sure. But I'm open to play other games. Thola maybe go from Spider 18 to Hard 6. Nice. Yeah, Tholan's a good champ, man. Tholan's a good champ. Definitely good champ. Good for players still progressing through the game. A lot of people are giving me a lot of heck because they're saying like Tholan, like I was overrating Tholan. I was like, dude, man, Tholan's actually a good champion. But yeah, a lot of people were saying like I was overrating him and all that stuff. I don't know. People have, anyways, fine. People saying I overrated Tholan, and then they're saying my video underrated the dog. I read that. People saying I underrated the dog, but I'm like, I don't think I showed that the dog is underrated. If anything, I showed that the dog is very strong. Um, yeah, like the dog was doing like 50% more damage than Thor, like with Shy, right? But like he was doing a lot of damage. Um, so yeah, I said, well, the dog's good, the dog's great, but the dog has to make up for having Shaik on the team. So if you have better champions than Shaik, then Shaik's kind of dead weight, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's kind of like the idea, right? If you have a better roster, if you have better champions than Shaik, you don't need Shaik on a team, but you have to put him in to make the dog good, which is not that good because it makes team building like inflexible, right? If you have to include this kind of dead weight champion, almost, right? Um, and then people be upset that I called Shaik dead weight because I don't think he's not dead weight, but I don't think he's super necessary for a lot of accounts. He's not bad. I don't think he's super necessary. Especially since taunt just kind of went out the window, you know what I mean? Still working a day job? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Content creation is not my full-time job. Or mythical plates. Chest plates. Yeah, that's like an 8,000 energy mission. Guardforge Alpha was pretty disappointing, to be honest. It's still Alpha. Yeah, I'd be more interested to try when it gets released. Unfortunately, I just don't have time to like jump into a new game, learn everything, and then potentially have everything kind of like change because it's still in like alpha stage. So I'm just kind of watching on the sidelines a little bit right now. All right, glad that worked out for you, Kappa. Yeah. Massive upgrade from Alice, just in general. Alice is pretty good. Obviously, extra utility with the lockout and stuff, but they're kind of different. But I think Tholan is better than Alice, just to pure damage. And obviously against bosses, but Alice is just not going to be as good against bosses. So different champions at that point. Are we going to lose this one too? Fudge. Guess we're going to lose this one too. That's how you know they balance Dolan really well. He's good and people don't believe it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think people, it's tough. It's such a wide range, right? Like the game's been out for so long. So there's a wide range of players, right? So it's really hard to appeal to everybody. It's really hard to appeal and make things relevant for everyone because like what's relevant to you is not relevant to somebody else. Everybody's account is different. So, you know, you just hope that people can use the information that they're provided with and then make educated decisions. That's about it. I hope. Any advice on target pulling? I really want Wix for my Titus 5-star. Target pulling? I mean, if you're okay, if you're trying to target like non-void legendaries during progressive events, like you're looking at 7% chance of pulling the legendary if you pull a legendary. So usually those progressive events are off any kind of boost. So you're probably looking at, you got 6% chance of pulling a legendary from like a sacred shard, for example, and then you have a 7% on that to pull the 15% progressive champion. It's not going to happen very often. There's not really too much thinking about it. You just throw shards at it and hope for the best. If you can reach 25x, then you're sitting at about 12.5%, which is better, but you're still 12.5%. And that's, pulling 3 Legos. You know what I mean? So if you have enough shards to go for 3 Legos worth of like go for 3 Legos, like pull 3 Legos worth of shards, sorry, that would be the best. Like if you can save up shards for a 15x Wixwell and then get lucky enough to pull 3 Legos, that gives you a 12.5% chance. It was not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy. Um, and there's really not too much more to it. You know what I mean? Like you can wait for mercy. Void shards is a little bit better because void shards just smaller pool. So with smaller pool, there's more chance of you pulling a champion. Mm, can we do it? Can we do it? Wave's not even that tough. Come on. Save the revive. Uh. Hell swapping. Oh man, she had cleanse too. Damn, this Crixia character. So nasty. Opening any shards for CVC. I usually don't. I will have to pull Greycoast from the fragments just because I want the free gift. And this is kind of like the only time to do it for any kind of benefit. I was saving him for a champion chase, but then the dates don't really line up, so need to kill off this Seafy. My alt account has a Teox, and that Teox does so much work in this faction wars because he actually deals damage. So like for this, like I don't have like my Fushan's not doing like insane amounts of damage or anything like that. So it takes a while to do these stages. Yeah, and I guess Lazurius would be another option too. I don't have Lazurius either. Oh no. All right, we're good. Hey Drury, what's up, man? Of course, the dates don't line up purely by accident. You do account takeovers? Yeah, we do account takeovers. You gotta send me a DM on Discord. We'll figure it out for you. So should I open my 5 voids or save them? If you're okay, I know you're brand new to the game. If you're brand new to the game, you should probably wait for boosted chance to pull shards. So next week should be boosted void shards. So you should save your void shards for next week. Just general advice. Just general advice. Especially when you're starting out, you want epics, right? You want epics. They're gonna help you in your account, like help you play the game. So you should wait. Don't pull them for CVC because CVC is just kind of pointless, to be honest, especially when you're early in the game as well. The rewards are just not very good. How do you gear a champion the right way? It depends. Depends on the champion. Depends on the champions. Team. Oh, Necmo didn't have gear. See, sometimes like I just don't have gear. Like, you know what I mean, well, yeah. So that's kind of how it goes. That's kind of how it goes here. Okay. So resilience, quick craft, continue even if you don't have space. Oh, my crafts are my crafts are I don't have enough space to craft more at one time. This set is just pure silver at this point. Like there's oops. Could still go for the quad speed hits, I guess. I use Aox and Scathix with Venom Mage. Yeah, that's a good point. The Alice was pretty free, right? Alice was pretty free, so it's a lot more easy to get than Tholen. Yeah, that's a good point. Something small is buzzing around. What other epics could I use besides Venom Mage? No legendaries besides Razin. You can use Broadmaul. Broadmaul is actually pretty strong for Faction Wars because he does bring a revive. So the revive is actually very useful. Oh, what? I maxed out here. Oh, I don't have any more materials. Only 17. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, potential. Uh, 20 crit rate. Split. Nah. Good. I mean, pretty perfect substats, but didn't really roll super well. Average here. This is low accuracy. This is slightly above average. Potential. Nope. You see, like I was saying, right, guys? Like the forge, just easy points. It's also easy silver too, right? So you guys definitely need to do like your Great Hall battles. Sorry, do your arena battles, for example. You have to make sure you do them, even though you're done your Great Hall. Still worthwhile to do them. 22, 21, pretty weak. A weak weapon, but it's triple, I guess. Basically, anything with no speed, it's like instantly sell. If it has speed, then I'll try to triple up. Is Raid a hard game? There's a lot to do in the game. Yeah, there's a lot to do in the game, and it can be hard. But it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. There's a lot of information out there, right? So it makes the game not that hard. Still potential if it can go triple here. All right, let's go. Damn it, it failed. Not good enough to keep. Oh, here we go. Damn it. I don't really want this glove. Even if it's a triple, it's pretty bad. It doesn't have accuracy. It's a flat attack. It's already like low rolled the speed as well. It went 3 low rolls, so 555. The best it can be is 21. 21 speed on this bad glove. Not even gonna gamble. Oh, here we go. Come on. Triple speed, one time. Double speed. Fudge. How'd you get all that silver? Play the game, man. I played the game a long time. A lot of grinding and stuff. Save it up. Um, yeah, I mean, I play very efficiently. I don't really move my gear around too much. Builds are pretty set. My builds can handle multiple areas in the game. Take advantage of whatever freebies they have, like the free gear removal stuff. That goes a long way. 8 mythical books. Should I save my books from Akage as I still have to build all the pieces, or use on Embers? Embers doesn't need that many books. You can just book out his second form, and if you want to save books, you just book out his A2 in his second form, and then you're done. Mikage doesn't need books either. Her ally attack prefers to have some books, so you bring it down to a 4-turn cooldown. Um, but you don't, they're both usable without books right away. Seen Dragonair gameplay. I played Dragonair a bit when they first released, but I haven't seen the new relaunch of Dragonair, so not gonna bother too much with it. Don't really have time, you know. None of these I want to craft right now. Just gonna burn off some of the Magi steel. Guardian set. Guardian set's a fine set. It's just not too much use for it. This could be okay. Could be okay. Absolute worst one, man. Want to throw it away yet? Second worst one. Ah, damn it. Second worst one. Nope. That's okay. All right. We got 2,000 Magi Steel left. Not a lot. But yeah, definitely keep farming your Great Hall. Like, I finished my Great Hall like years ago. I still farm it just because you need the Magi Steel. And you know what? A good thing that Plarium could do is actually increase Magi Steel, because that could be a way for them to help people get more silver. Because you know it's one of the easiest ways for people to get silver, right? And also ties into another area of the game where you know you need to be more active, right? So like for example, farming faction wars. So if you push people, you know, to play the game modes that reward you for playing other game modes, I think, you know, especially in an area like silver where a lot of people struggle with, um, I think that's a good thing, right? It's not like I'm gonna push you into an area of the game that is like even worse, like even worse content. But basically, like by doing classic arena, you get Magi Steel, which forces you into doing faction wars, which is actually really good for you because you get more gear and all that stuff. But because you do more faction wars, you get more material so that you can turn that into silver, and then your silver issues are slightly alleviated, right? It would be different if it was like do classic arena, push you into like doing Chimera, for example. I don't know. Chimera is really different because Chimera doesn't really give you silver, right? Chimera is strictly giving you relics, which cost you resources or whatever. They don't really give you silver at all. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a kind of like a nice indirect way of giving people more silver by, you know, rewarding them for playing the game, right? Um, but I don't know, whatever. Whatever. It's tough. It's tough for everybody. And then, you know, people complain about spending too much time in the game and whatever. And it's all true, right? It's all true. It's just, yeah, I think expectations are need to be set, right? You can't be like the best in this game if you don't play the game. And people that want to be the best, but they want to AFK everything, like that's not going to happen, right? You need to set your expectations. So, you got the last mythical chest? Congrats, man. Yeah, it's some kind of mosquito or something going on in my. The dog's gonna be cool. Yeah, I think the dog's good. 21 speed not good. For my account, I have lots of 21 speeds. Lots of 21 speeds. They always gacha with rolls. Sucker you in with the possibility of a triple quad, then flat. The presets for the forge. I keep epic and legendary gear only. 6-star epic and legendary gear only, and then I'll filter at that point. Then I'll filter it manually because you don't get that many 6-star epic and legendary gear, or epic legendary mythical gear, and then you filter afterwards manually, because I don't really trust the filter that much. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I don't want them to delete gear that otherwise could be useful. I don't want to set like, you know, flat stats and all that stuff, because sometimes flat stat like perception gear can be a fine, right? As long as it has the right substats and your rolls are good. You don't build out as many champions anymore, so silver stacks up naturally. Exactly. That's as well, right? So you don't build out as many champions, you don't move your gear around as much. Um, you know, you have like the best gear on your account, you put your best gear on your best champions, and then they are in the best builds, and then that's kind of it. And then and it's really hard for you to farm better gear. That's the thing too. Very hard for you to farm better gear to switch up your builds significantly. You know what I mean? If you take energy, it will go to your inbox, right? If you don't take energy, also how long will it take for it to disappear? If you don't take energy from like events, not your dailies. If you're talking about dailies, like for example, like this energy, if I leave this here, it's gone at the end of the day. So you have to take this every day. You have to take this every day. But stuff like this, like you see the fusion warm up event. I still have energy just chilling out here, right? Like this energy, like in this energy in 18 hours, 19 hours will go to my inbox, and it will stay in my inbox for a week. It'll stay in my inbox for a week. Like this relentless gear I won from a tournament, and it's here for 6 days, basically a week, right? Actually that could be okay. I keep too many boots. I keep too many 6-star boots. But this one feels like it has no hope. Like if it landed triple crit damage, like maybe it could be something, but this one feels like it has no hope. I'll just let go. Glove. Like I'm, you know, the inbox is like my second like gear stash inventory. Literally hit the worst one. I mean, this is a pretty maxed out like defense based boot. Just doesn't have speed. Speed here would have been good. I don't know. I don't have any defense based damage dealers in Stone Skin that would use that boot. Maybe Harima. Oh. Fudge. Triple could still be okay. Triple could still be okay. Fudge. I've been rolling more 5-star legendary, 5-star mythicals. Just because I have so much ores. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing, basically what I'm doing, like even though this one doesn't have like speed on it, basically what I'm doing is trying to get like a double, triple, quadruple roll, and then I would use the chaos ore to basically change all the stats on it, and then try to go for speed. And the reason why is because I have so much chaos ore for the 5-star pieces of gear. That's kind of like one way to use the chaos ore. It's basically just giving you extra pieces of gear, basically, right? Like for example, like this weapon is awful, but if I can go quadruple on this red roll, which would make it a twin roll, quintuple roll or whatever, then I can use the chaos ore and then hope for speed or some usable stat. No, and in this case, it splits up the rolls and it's totally useless, so it instantly gets sold. Boots, I don't bother. Boots is just too random. See, like here it landed 1. So the best this could be is like a quad. And a quad is still useful, so I can still go for it. And yeah, it's gonna bait me into the 16 here. And it baited me into the 16. See? Instantly so. Now, what I'm doing right now takes a lot of silver, right? So you can only kind of do this, you know, when you have a lot of silver, and obviously you're not supposed to do this outside of artifact enhancement events, but because it's CBC and because we're in a really high difficulty matchup, I need all the points I can get a lot of my resources will be from my silver. I don't have like tons of resources from everywhere, but I have a lot of silver. So silver I can convert into CVC points probably, and that means rolling up stuff. Marius stats. Guarding gear used in supports and hardest content in the game. Super value. Yeah, I have a decent guardian set. I think 2 decent guardian sets, but I don't really use them. Definitely very viable. It's like a soft regeneration set, right? It's 10% healing versus 15% healing. You get ally protection. It's totally viable set. Since Crown Corruption is being nerfed, who would it go on now? You still get 24 speed out of it, which so you still probably put it on your fastest champion. You neglected your Great Hall in the beginning, still 6 upgrades away from finishing it. Yeah, then you're done. But you still have to do the arena battles for the Magi Steel. You just got Mithrala. How do I build her? Nice, congrats. Mithrala. I have her in regen gear. I was doing some solo stuff, but basically you want to give her enough accuracy so that she can do whatever content you want her in. So if you need her for arena, you want, as high accuracy as you can. And the best thing about her is that her accuracy turns into resistance. So, she's obviously going to be very high resistance. For me, I like her super fast with good HP. So super fast, good HP is dependent on what your account can do, but that's about it. She's mainly used for like boss content, I feel like her A1 poison's really good against bosses. Brimstone would be good for her versus bosses. She naturally has high accuracy, so you'll put high accuracy on her. So Brimstone makes a lot of sense if you don't have like 6-star Brimstone. Masteries, I went for shield growth, shield extension, buff extension. Plays a lot of debuffs, so you get more turn meter and stuff. Eagle Eye seems pretty normal because Eagle Eye you're getting 50 accuracy, but you're also getting plus 50 resistance as well. So it's really, really good value. Sometimes you go for War Master if you're using her for like strictly boss content. You want to speed up some boss kills. But I don't use my Mithrala anymore. So use her in very niche areas, but not really. She's good. She's great. She's great carry, but I don't really use. Should I move her outside of Stone Skin? Yeah, if you don't use her anymore, then I probably would. Like, I use her like in some. I think I maybe use her on one of my Hydra teams for my alt account. But yeah, I don't really use her anymore. Should I swap out Pharaoh for Lamasu? Hydra team: Pharaoh, Hatter, Titus, Wixwell, Mikage, Lydia. Pharaoh for Lamasu. If you do that, then how do you deal with the Head of Torment? Right? Because Firo offers the protection against the Head of Torment, right? The veil. I think that's gonna give you some problems. So basically, you build a champion depending on the stats it has. Yeah, like some champions you want like crit damage. You want 100%. Any damage dealer wants 100% crit rate with good crit damage, and then whatever stat that they scale the attack off of. So if you look at the skills here, like you look at this, damage is based on defense. Damage is based on defense, enemy max HP, right? So for example, like Taras, damage is based on HP. Damage is based on HP. So you want more of those stats. So if you want to build a damage dealer, that's what you have to do. If you have a support champion, so for example, Sifi, I just want her to go fast. So I want her to go as fast as possible. I want her to have some survivability. If you have somebody that lands debuffs, so debuffs is basically like putting on like effects on the enemy. Then you want to have accuracy because you need accuracy to land your debuffs. And the accuracy is dependent on whatever stage of content you're doing. So, for example, debuffs is classified as anything like this X, these red icons, right? These red effects are called debuffs. And in order for you to place them on the enemy, you need to have accuracy. And the accuracy is dependent on the content you're doing. So it really depends what you want to do with the champion, right? Some champions, they do good damage, so you build them up for damage, to deal damage. Using her for event dungeon. Yep, event dungeon works, yeah. You want to put in Lamasu? Yeah, I think you can make it work. Maybe Lydia comes out, to be honest. But then you don't have increased speed. Sorry, I'm just looking briefly what you have. But I feel like you could probably squeeze Lamasu in somewhere. But you need a way to deal with Fearhead. Unless you one-shot him. Maybe you just one-shot the Fearhead. I don't know. Maybe just try to avoid him and then one-shot him. That might work too. Auto food? Like epics? 5 epics off the top of your head that are auto food, no utility or hope, straight food. There's a couple of them, man. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of really bad epics in the game. Usually you can find some use for epics, but some of them have no use. You're stuck on stage 20. I mean, 20 is a good stage to reach. At least that means you can do like fusions and stuff. If you were stuck way lower, then probably less good, but so if you're doing stage 20, you need like 200, like 200 accuracy. And then most of the content can be done with about 200 speed. So 200 speed champions, 200 accuracy is probably what you're looking for. If you're trying to do that content, like that level of content, stage 20-ish. Once you go into hard difficulty, like hard 10, like the boss is 250 speed on hard 10. So your stats need to, basically scale up as the difficulty goes up. And then accuracy, you need closer to 350 accuracy as your difficulty scales up, right? So I can't really, like, I'm just saying a bunch of general stuff. Like I can't really like give you like concrete advice, right? I'm just saying a bunch of general stuff. Hopefully some of it sticks and then you can take away some pointers, right? You know what I mean? Hey Paul. Yeah, thanks man. Thanks for the grats. Yeah, long time coming. 10 months. No joke. No joke, 10 months. Yeah, doing good. Just having a good stream here. Unfortunately I got a tough matchup on both my accounts. So it's gonna be a sweaty 2 days here. Still have to do like my chimera keys and stuff. The weekend's just really tough. The only days I have to do like my chimera and hydra runs is like Monday, Tuesday. But since this CVC is so sweaty, like I might have to like I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be stressful for sure. Stressful times. Take out Mikage, have her reset Wixwell or Hatter. Still waiting for 4-star. Yeah, it's a slog, man. It takes forever. So, got this crypt key here. These builds probably not gonna cut it. Okay, he's good. He's good. She's good. Alatreon. See, look, like I'm so far behind on building this. The other thing is, Alatreon, like, I can't really make content with this guy because I can't make content on characters that we can't get anymore. So don't, I'm not motivated to build out and use champions that people cannot get. Um, but yeah, he's a good champ. Like, I have him built out and everything. So I think we'll build him out to we'll build him up to play in this setting here. He doesn't need accuracy, right? Here, you guys can watch me build a champ. He doesn't need protection, right? Chef skills. Blah blah. Increase duration. Increase defense. Shield. If it's a boss, buffs are protected. Remove all buffs as a cleanse, block, debuff. Cleanse, block, debuff. Turn meter boost. What set do you put on this guy? You know he doesn't need protection set. What set would you guys recommend? I was in no stream today. Suggest a collab video idea with you. Top 10 list of best raid waifus. That's the content that we're gonna be producing nowadays. That is the content. Very nice. My days off? Not really. No, it's just lighter days. Just lighter days. Most gear without speed subset is a sell. I'm at a stage where soon I'll be able to do stage 20 in basic dungeons. Um, you need a couple pieces with less speed or no speed. Basically you need a variety because sometimes you need like speed tunes and stuff, and then you need lower speed stuff. So I don't mind keeping a couple pieces, maybe in some key sets with no speed. Like for example, like Ultimate Death Knight doesn't need any speed in his gear, right? So you just give him the best gear with no speed. Is it 400 energy per mythical accessory on average in Spider Hard 10? Yes. It's I believe it's a 5%. On hard 10 it's a 5% to drop either a 5-star or a 6-star mythical piece. So yes, 400 energy. Because if it's 10%, then it's 200 energy, then 5%, 400 energy. Gear enhancement starts tomorrow, so some folks can wait and still cash in on CC. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm just gonna be doing it straight through. I'm gonna max out the artifact enhancement event anyways, so it's all good. But good point. Archer, yeah. Enjoy. Raise your own glass, yeah. Reflex, perception. Is this your full-time job? No, it's not. I have a real full-time job, and then this is just something I do on for fun, just for fun. Instant gear, impulse. I mean, just make him fast, right? He doesn't. I don't think he needs anything specific, so I'm just gonna make him fast with some leftover gear that I have. So I'm not gonna use my best gear on him. I'm just gonna use like whatever gear. Uh, Maybe we'll put a frost set on him. He doesn't need accuracy, right? Actually, no. With frost set is stupid. Want What set makes sense on this guy? We just want to make him fast, right? Fast, good stats. Yeah, fast, good stats. Fast with good stats. How about some healing too? How about some healing too? Mortal set? Yeah, some healing would be good. Okay, we'll give him some healing then. I don't really want to use my regeneration set though. We could go for, okay, let's go. What about Guardian set? How about Guardian set? Oh, damn, I don't have a chest? Damn, I don't have a chest? Really? I don't have a good chest plate. Boot. Usable boot? I guess I don't have that much good gear for Guardian set. Okay. Lay down. Yeah, I don't really want to steal too much gear to build them out. You know what I mean? I don't really want to do that. I just want to make them fast. And, like a Guardian set seems fine. I just want to make them a little bit fast. Priority speed. Maybe we have like a speed set or something. I don't want to equip speed set. We have a speed chest somewhere. Attack speed chest. Really? That's it, eh? Damn, all my stuff is on people? Guess so. Shake my head, man. Sorry, guys. A little. Thought I had more stuff, but don't. How about impulse set? Do I have impulse set? Chest, but no boot. Gear's mostly bad anyway. Gear cleansing? Oh my god, man. Gear cleansing is like ridiculous, dude. It's just ridiculous in this game. I'm not the yeah, I got so much gear like just everywhere. Gear like everywhere. And I have gear like I'll show you guys my inbox. It's just horrendous. Horrendous, guys. Um yeah, I mean in terms of how to gear it, I mean there's some basic tips. There's a lot of basic tips that you can do, and a lot of it's going to depend on your own account. How hard you want to gear cleanse yourself. Here, let's just do perception. Fuck. F it. Your HP. Boom. Speed boot. Okay, good enough. 240? That's it, eh? Why is it so slow? Um, I think most of these sets can go. Like that's the thing. Most of these sets you can just straight up get rid of. You don't really need a lot of these sets anymore. But honestly, it depends where you are in terms of like what you can farm. If you can't farm very high, then you're gonna have to temper what you can, where you. I mean, you have to. Sorry, if you can't farm very high, then you need to save more gear. But if you can farm high and you have time to farm, then you can probably get rid of lots of gear, right? And I guess we're gonna go with the not perception. What's that called? The pinpoint. Sorry, pinpoints. Pinpoint set. Okay, so pinpoint set. Yeah, this one's fine, and then get 10 speed tears. 269. Reasonable. This is reasonable. Is there any CC who sort of focus on siege tactics? Love to have some content on resource management. Is it dead content? I don't think anybody's gonna give you like super serious like strategy on it, but maybe basic strategy. There's really not that much. There's really not that much. I don't know how applicable it is for you, but there's really not that much. I'm gonna go down to War Master, and then we'll go down to shields or stats. We'll go to shields. Healing. Shields placed by the shields again. Value of heals. He doesn't really cast. He doesn't really cast it, right? Guess we'll do this. And we have a 4-star blessing. So what 4-star blessing should we put on him? Brimstone. We don't have accuracy. Low accuracy, so no brimstone. I guess we do miracle heal for some extra healing when his shield breaks or expires. Do you buy masteries often? I never buy masteries. Never, ever, ever buy. I never, ever buy masteries. Only on the test server because I don't care about it. Obviously, you don't care about gems and stuff on the test server, but I never buy masteries on my live real server, my real accounts. I never buy masteries. It's not worth it. Like, as long as you can spare, like for me, it's like an hour to make one mastery for one champion. So if I can spare an hour in a day, then I'll, that's what I do. Never ever buy mastery. I think Miracle Heal sounds. Are you East Coast? I think we're the same time zone. I'm West Coast, not East Coast. I don't support Plarium by spending 800 gems. Exactly. Hey Patrick, how are you? Yeah, doing good. Doing good. We're just gonna do this stupid this faction wars stuff here. Here we can try Georgia. I mean, Georgia's just gonna get demolished, right? Like all the time. I don't have a stone skin crit damage amulet. I mean, we'll try this one. The small one. And he's super slow. It's not right. This is not proper build here. Yeah, I haven't used my Georgia in a long time. It's not a proper build, but let's see. So nice. So nice when it works out. Oh no. Oh no, my Alatreon. Don't kill him. Oh my god. Oh, Georgia, I'm sorry I disrespected you. Oh man, I needed that hit there. All right, this guy attacks all enemies. Please increase defense. There we go. All right, recover. All right, pretty good. Made it to the boss. Oh no. Oh no, stone skin. Oh no, all sorts of bad things are happening. I need to place that protected block debuffs, right? Come on, get there. Swap. Extra turn. Oh, Georgia's dead. Doom Priest for the boss? Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think that like this squad can do it. This squad can definitely do it. Um oh, we lost our revive on death. Oh, that sucks. I gave the, the revive on death is on the boss now. That sucks. All right, there we go. All right, we're back. Back in business. We're cooking now. Ugh. Dies right away. No. Extension. How nice is that? All right, we did it. We got rid of that stupid fear or that provoke ad. All right, we're back in business now. Just need to revive here. Keep that block debuff going. Go. Here we go. Go for the extension. Oh yeah, Alatreon's like pretty solid pick here for sure, especially against this boss and these ads. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Wonder if I can full auto. Hell swap. Look at that hell swap, guys. Full heal up. Ooh, Georgiad. This. Extension. I don't think we can one-shot him, so we just wait till he does the health swap. Okay, now try to kill him. Pretty dangerous. All right, let's I think we can full auto this. With this fusion being frags, if you don't complete it, you're getting closer to mauled. Um, I mean, I think it's a good enough fusion to do if you guys have the ability to do him. If you guys have Shaik, he could definitely be a very viable like Hydra team. You know, DPS. Um, you know, definitely very viable for like full auto type teams. With Shaik, but I think without Shaik, I think he's all right, but I don't think he's like insane. If you set preset so Embers never goes back to his first form, it should be full auto. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I just didn't set the preset, but this team I think is good. So moving forward, I'll just set a preset for this, so it's all good. Yeah, like Alatreon makes it so much more easy. You know what I mean? Like it's so much more comfortable with Alatreon. Oh, mythical mats. Hey, we'll take that. 12k points, guys. Look at these stupid glyphs. Glyphs suck so bad. Hey, but we got 6 Lego and 6 mythical mats. Damn, man. Nice. That is nice, guys. Can't complain about that. Worth the effort. Worth the effort. Rare champion? We still don't have the key. Where's the key? The key. I say that was worth it. And we get some streamer luck here. Streamer luck. Nope, no streamer luck today. Oh, I have to. Oh, it doesn't go straight into your thing anymore. Horrid. Horrid glyphs. Yeah, you know it, man. Horrid. Oh, streamer luck. There we go. We got a void shard from Brutal Chest. That's streamer luck for you. What? Chimera key. Oh, I should have done the reset here. That means I have to do the Chimera key. Really want to do that right now, so I have to do that later. Well, back to tag team battles. Honestly, have you guys noticed that tag team arena has gotten way easier? Like they did adjust things and it should have gotten way easier. Like they increased the amount of people that can go into each tier. I've noticed that people have been hitting my defense and losing more. So I think with the influx of like lower accounts perhaps have made it, easier in whatever tier, whatever tier you used to be in, right? So for example, like my alt used to be in gold 1 and I'm in gold 2 right now. And honestly, like climbing to gold 2 wasn't even that hard like last week. So I definitely noticed that it's been easier. So, and then my main account is in gold 4 and I was like in like zero, like literally zero effort to stay in gold 4. Obviously, but my account usually is in gold 4. That's the thing. My account usually is in gold 4. But I noticed last week it was like no effort to stay in gold 4 at all. So I feel like, yeah, definitely the increased capacity per tier has definitely helped out, but at least made it a little bit easier. I think. What do you guys have an opinion? I hope it helps some people go through the Ramantu missions because that's the big thing, right? Has the points to stay changed? The points fluctuate, right? Depending how active your tier in. Like sometimes like you could be in yellow but have a very low amount of points. And also like sometimes I could be in the red for gold 4 and still stay in gold 4. Like even if I'm in red. So, I don't know. It does feel like maybe, I don't know. Definitely some things have changed. I just haven't paid too much attention to it. But yeah. Do you think they would put Packmaster in deck path, or would they put it as number 1 in a champ chase? I don't know. I don't know. They didn't say where it was going to be. They only said that it won't be a fusion. So they won't do it as a fusion. But honestly, like a Titan event is basically a fusion. But I don't think they'll put it in a Titan event because a lot of people have Shayak, and I think putting him in a Titan event might get them less participation because most people I think would have it, like longer players. Putting the blessing for the dog in the Titan event I think would get more participation. So that makes more sense. That makes more sense to me. And I think putting Shayak in maybe like a hero's path would make the most sense to me. Like put Shayak in a hero's path with a bunch of other rewards everywhere. Um, would probably get them the most participation. The other way they could do it is to put Shayak in a deck of fate with Titan points. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see. Or they put Titan points in a hero's path with Shayak. And then you have a choice, right? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Because some people might want to skip the deck of fate, but they can't because Shayak's in there, then they'll be committed to doing the deck of fate. Like I could see like some kind of way like that where they try to get people to, handcuff people, right, to try to do the events. So I'm just trying to think like, oh, what would they do to like kind of handcuff people into must doing. This is also why I'm thinking for this weekend. This weekend is the summon rush, right? The first summon rush for the fusion, and my fusion plan said that I'm going to skip the 10 points in the summon rush. So my fusion plan said to skip 10 points in the summon rush, but I think that it is possible this weekend they might do 2x primal shards. And then if they do 2x primal shards, you're basically pulling the primal shards, right? Like for, you know, 99% of people that save primal shards, you're pulling your primal shards for a 2x primal event. So, you know, you'll probably pull all your primal shards and then you'll do the summon rush or whatever. And then the week after will be voids, 2x voids for a champion chase. And it'll probably have Titan points stuck in it. So they'll handcuff you, right? That's what I mean by handcuff. They handcuff you to do the 2x primals this weekend, even though you planned on skipping the summon, you know, skipping most of the summon rush this weekend, but they'll handcuff you to do it. And then they'll handcuff you next week to do the champion chase because of the Titan event. You know what I mean? So that's my thinking. I think it makes a lot of sense if they do that. Yeah. Like you think you can get away with not doing it, but then they'll try to handcuff you and bring you in to do it. So it is what it is. You do what you can. What else we gotta get? Energy here. Is it time to run energy? Is it energy time already? Open one shard. What do we have here? Progressive? I don't want any of these guys. Oh, we're pulling Grey Coast today. Pull Grey Coast. Boom. We're supposed to get a reward. Hmm. You use one man defense or not really? I use one man defense from Monday to Thursday. And then Thursday, I usually switch it up to my real defense. And then I'll start grinding for the weekend. But I usually just do like 5 fights a day and then I'm good. Watching your content for a few months or so, I pulled Hansel and now have both him and Gretel. Do you think they're good enough together or viable if built? Not really worth it, but they're pretty strong in siege with the I think Sacred Order condition. They're actually pretty strong, like together. But I mean, if you want to use them as your main arena damage dealers, it's really hard to squeeze 2 damage dealers into it's really hard to squeeze 2 damage dealers into one arena team, right? And they're both damage dealers. So yeah, it's not easy to do, and I don't think I would use them because individually they're not that great. Like you can't even use them for like live arena or anything like that. Sorry, guys. This pesky small mosquito in here. Gotta get him. Monster Hunter collab? I don't think so. Keep higher tier counts in higher tiers and not push them down to make it a roadblock. Barossa, 12 man, level 1 demon tag defense people finally understood. Oh, they bring the Monster Hunter back? Nah, not likely the Monster Hunter collab. I think it's a hero's path with Shaik, Dog, Soul, but you're gonna have to choose or Kraken out. That's possible too. That's possible too. Most toxic option, that's the one. It'd be cool to pull a dupe dog as well. Love to try it out. Try to pop some different CC sets, pure DPS. Yeah, we only had test with 1 dog on the account on the test server. I don't think anybody asked for a second dog. Spider 20, what's the best team you could suggest a mid game player? Max HP hits, Cold Heart. I think the Spider can be decreased speed, so you can bring somebody with decreased speed. Roll Guard's really good as well, because he brings max damage. If you have Ultimate Death Knight can soak up some of the Spiderlings. That's one way to kind of like buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you just like, you know, kill the small spiders and then, you know, kill the big spider, I guess. Try to survive and kill the big spider. I don't know what your roster is. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Suggest AoE burner. Yeah, AoE burner works. He has a pass fusion, so you think they shouldn't do a deck, but a progressive or a guarantee for 150 blue shards. They haven't done a guarantee in a while. Guarantee blue shard event, they haven't done any of those in a long time. I think they're not going to do those. What's the thinking behind 2x primals? Is it time to cycle? It is time. It is time for primals. What I got? I got 27. I got 27. The last one was June 1st or the start of June. So it's almost 2 months since the last 2x primal. Should be pretty close timing wise. And I think it's a, yeah, I just think it kind of works out. Kind of works out. How much is pity for primals? Pity is 200. Pity is 200 for primals. You see primal here? 200. Without mythical, you get 10% per shard. Dude, I pulled my primal. I pulled my first primal champion at 204. 204, man. At 204, dude. 10% each. So the first pull is 10. So first pull is 11. Sorry, because I was pulling on 1%. So the first pull is on 11, then 21, then 31, then 41% chance. Then I got my primal champion or my mythical champion. So yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Just wait until they release the second hound. How much is pity? I'm saving to get an extra mythical event. I don't think there's going to be extra mythical events. Yeah. I don't think so. But what stage of dragon do you think is better to farm? 21 or hard one? Hard one is better. Hard one is better. So usually it depends what you think is better. For gear, hard one is better. If you're talking about energy efficiency, 20 is generally considered the best. Then it's 24, I think. Then it's hard 10. And then all the other hards. And then it's 25. And then I think 23, 22, 21. 24 for some reason is slightly better than all the other normal ones. Because they drop more 6-star epic gear, which gives you a lot of points and gives you a lot of silver and gives you a lot of usable gear actually. First city, there's not really much going on here. We'll just tag the energy here, and I think we're just gonna spend it in the corrosive dungeon today. We have divers active, right? Divers active. Pretty bad rewards in the divers too. 5k points for an epic book. Come on, man. Free to play luck with free to play life with unluckiness. Yeah, it's even worse. Even worse when that happens. Do you have any predictions or guesses on what kind of event we're having after this Chaos Awakens one? Collab maybe? Um August 5th. They said, okay, when we were talking to the devs in that meeting, they didn't specify anything, but they said there's going to be something fun in August. So something specifically for August or starting in August, something fun is happening. I don't know what that means. So they got something happening. And usually August is I think the start of a quarter for them. August, September, October, November. Somewhere around there, maybe August. Somewhere in August, either beginning of August or end of August, they usually do a content drop. They usually do a content drop because after that, the next content drop would be in December. Like big content drop. So I would expect something interesting probably in yeah, after the Chaos Awake stuff. But we'll see. I have no idea, to be honest. Did you hear about Cold Red? What happened to Cold Red? You think there are 2x for actual mythicals or just Lego and epics? I think it would be. I think kind of, I'm speculating, right? But 2x primals with the true primal shards. So like, the 1% chance at pulling mythical, boosted chance at pulling mythicals. I think it's about time. It's about time. And I think if they do it this weekend, I think it's an interesting spot for them to do it because it would handcuff people. Like I said, I described how it handcuffs people, right? But we'll see. It's just speculation on my part. We'll find out in maybe like a day or two. So we'll see. Um, are you going for the fusion? Yes, I am. I go for all fusions, even if they're complete garbage. I go for them because even if they're complete garbage, honestly, I went for so many garbage fusions, but in the end, they're still useful, right? They fill my faction guardians. They fill my faction guardians, right? And that's kind of what I need them to do, right? So I go for every fusion. You never know when they're going to be solid one day, right? You never know. Did you take a look at Godforge? I've been kind of watching it on the sidelines, just watching some of the videos and stuff, and just hearing what people think about Godforge. But I haven't actually played Godforge myself. I'll probably dive into it a little bit more when it's closer to release, because right now it's still an alpha stage. So a lot of changes can still happen, right? There's a sneak peek in shorts, some map expansion, new areas. Yeah, they're talking about expanding Cintranos, um, or having a new area. Like they kind of want to explore the idea of having content where people can explore. So, kind of like I don't know what they're thinking. Like they have so many games packed into one game. You know what I mean? Like they have like a million games packed into Raid. Um, but they kind of want to have content where you can explore, like I guess kind of like how when we were playing that mini game with Elhain and then we were like killing enemies and stuff, didn't feel like Raid, right? Like that didn't feel like anything that Raid actually had because you could actually control Elhain like in a 360 world, right? So I think they want to explore that kind of content with people like in Raid. I don't know if they're going to make an expansion like on top of Centranos, like they might make like an extra stage in Centranos where it's more of a control like RPG style where you can move your guy around and explore. So they mentioned that in the dev talk where they wanted people to have a more like where they think where they have an idea where people are exploring more. They didn't elaborate, but I think that's kind of what they're trying to build on, like the whole, kind of like that mini game where Elhain was moving around. And obviously, since they made that mini game, they probably have a way to make it work in the real game, right? I don't know. Again, speculation on my part, but who knows? They mentioned 7 new bosses coming in December, and I have no idea what 7 new bosses mean. And they didn't elaborate where they're going to put 7 new bosses. So it might just be a totally different content area, right? So, and December is usually the big content drop for something. So I think they'll probably make up like a brand new area, and 7 bosses. It could be something like Doom Tower. I don't know, where you like advance past each boss and do stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Is the He Champion Pass like the last one? He Man, do they do it yearly? Yeah, they've been doing it pretty frequently. I mean, like they did Xena, He-Man. Um, I think as long as it makes them money, they'll keep doing it. And I think it makes them money. ultimately, I think it makes them money. Did you change your team after the event dungeon nerf? Yeah, I went with a 100% team. It's a little bit slower, but it's 100%. So that's pretty much it. It's it could be, I would say about a minute average. Yeah, yeah, I guess they could. Yeah, I guess they could not do the 2x. I don't know. I really don't know. I thought they were gonna do something with Corrosa, but then it doesn't seem like they're gonna do anything else with Corrosa because the event ends on August 5th or whatever. You didn't go for Chrome yet? Yeah. Any word on August buffs? I hope it's Garrow. I specifically mentioned Garrow. I was like, come on, guys. Actually, no, I kind of led into it. Like, I didn't specifically mention it, like shamelessly mention it, but I was just like, you guys could probably think about, um, giving people more opportunities to get primal shards because it took me almost 2 years to get my first mythical champion. As a non-spender in this game, and then they're like, "Oh, which one did you get?" And I was like, "Oh, I got Garo." And then the dev just kind of like smiled. He's he's like, "Oh, sorry." Like, that's kind of like what he didn't say sorry, of course, but I can tell by his face. He's like, "Oh, sorry." And then I was like, "Oh, next on your buff list, wink, wink, Garo." And then yeah, so they know where I stand. I'm hoping for a Garo buff, but who knows? I'll show you guys my event dungeon team. Lydia. Gotta double check my Lydia. Yep, she's here. '73, '80. Did the wrong. You're playing Godforge now. It's actually pretty good. That's great, man. Yeah, more competition in the space is a good thing for sure. Any champs that solo Amy is hard, not Georgid. Um, Solo Amy is hard. I don't know anymore. They fixed Godseeker and Yuri with the healing stuff. I have no idea. I haven't really explored Amius that much. After the first month or two, I figured it out. Don't really need to go too crazy on Amius. Amius was never like super difficult. Like for me, he was kind of more difficult because he did a bunch of stuff that I don't really understand. But after you understand it, most of the stuff you don't really need to pay attention to. That's the funny part. Most of the stuff you don't really need to pay attention to for Amius. Hey Nico, what's up, man? Kind of like Diablo, yeah, exactly. Colred is having spine surgery, going to be out for. Oh my god, really? Oh man, that's really unfortunate news to hear. Okay, I'm gonna make sure to send him a message. Oh, that sucks. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I mentioned they had some health issues happening. Um, I didn't know it was like surgery level, but yeah, he mentioned that they had some health stuff going on. But yeah, I'll make sure to send him a message. It's kind of like Diablo, yeah. I think that's probably where they're heading. I think maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah, no worries, Nico. Yeah, thanks. I have a question for Fusion. Is it better to farm 20 dungeons for food, hard, but 560s? I mean, in hard dungeons, you get gear. Level 20, you get food, and then you get more efficient points per energy. So that might be, more important to you, right? Depends. It depends what's more important to you. If you need better gear, then you do hard 10. If you need food, if you're short on energy, then you're doing 20, right? So it depends on your approach. Yeah, exactly what Boris said. Yeah. Most people rage quit if that happens to them. Yeah, I mean, it's true, man. It's true. The thing is, like, you just have to have low expectations. I actually had some expectations with my primal pull. I was like really hoping, right? Like my hope was like all time high. You know what I mean? I was really hoping for something good with my mythical champion that I pulled. Um, and then I was disappointed, right? I was disappointed. So usually I don't have much expectations for shards, and then just kind of use whatever is given to me. But I was really hoping for something, really good. It is what it is. It's all good. Next day, I'm just like fine. The free takeover list, yeah, it's pretty full, man. There's literally hundreds of applications, and I only do one. So there's no guarantee that anyone on the list will ever get a takeover. That's not the purpose of it. It's not to give a free takeover for everyone. It's mainly for content purposes. And, some accounts just are not going to make great content. So, but yeah, it's free. And the paid, we do paid stuff. So if people want to pay, they can jump ahead of the line or whatever. And then we just work on their account like individually, whatever they need. But I don't really do too much of that either, to be honest. Mainly because I don't have time, and doing takeovers is just another job. Doing takeovers is just another job, right? So as at some point, like how many jobs can you have? Like I can't really take any more jobs. So there's only so much time in a day. So just do what we can, do the best we can. Transformers is the next faction. They said no robots. They said no robots, no pirates. Everything else is on the table. And once Taras hit my champ with 1.4 million on his A2 in LA, 1.4 million. Damn. That's significant. Taras is really good against this boss because Taras's passive reduces the attack on the boss, which is really good because it softens the hits. My Taras actually has an elixir, so it keeps him alive longer too. But you can kind of see this is kind of like a bad run. Bad run's closer to 90 seconds. A good run is like 40 seconds. So average about a minute. What do you pull? I pulled Garrel as my first mythical from Primal Shards. It took 20 months to pull, 20 months to get. Not the fastest, I think, because I missed a bunch of live arena. So I could have got it maybe like a month faster if I did more consistent live arena. But yeah, it took me 204 Primal Shards to get it. Really, really unlucky. Like the math behind it was about 10% chance of that happening. So I was in the unlucky 10% chance people that took 200 shards to not get a Lego, pulling on 1% chance. So pulling on 2x events and all that. So is running Marius as a Sand Devil farmer with God Seeker viable? Um, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't know if he's going to be the best, though. I don't know if he's going to be the best, but there's a lot of viable damage dealers. you know, with Godseeker, right? But I don't know if he's the best. I think Ninja's still better. Ninja's like a 90-second clear. If you have a really powerful ninja. Newt should be the fastest still. If you have a proper Newt, you could probably do it in less than a minute, actually. Because first of all, you make the Newt, because Newt's triple hit is so strong that even when the Sand Devil's not asleep, he still takes pretty good damage. So if you make your Newt like faster than the Sand Devil, he opens with the A3, so it smacks him a little bit. Sand Devil kills everybody, gets revived, gets the skill back, smacks him again. You know what I mean? And then set him up with like 6-star Reaper, and then you could probably do it in like a minute, probably less to be honest. I think Newt would probably still be the best. Shadow Legends, Shadow Legends faction. Is there a world record for fastest Marius completion? I don't know. It's hard to say. How like fastest free to play Marius. You could do that. Fastest free to play Marius. Basically like, there has to be some kind of rules, and the thing is like Marius would take a while. Like even if you're racing to get it, I think it still would be a while. So it's not going to hold the attention of a lot of people trying to attempt it too much. Like it's still gonna take you like months, right? It's gonna take you months to do. So they better buff Garo next. It'll be interesting if they do. Makage and then 190 in no mythic at the moment. Good luck, man. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's worth the wait. Torture Helm up to actually make Sand Devil progress. Don't have the legends to get past 16. On hard 5 for everything else. Yeah, Torture Helm can do it. He needs okay gear, pretty good gear. But yeah, he can definitely do it. If you have no options. Sand Devil just sucks. Sand Devil as a dungeon just kind of sucks because it just doesn't give you many options as a player to try to get through Sand Devil. So I don't think it's a good dungeon design, terrible design. Thoughts on Osgrun? Osgrun is the Force Affinity Armans, right? He's kind of like the Force Affinity Armans, right? Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think somebody mentioned that he's a better champion than Armans versus Stoneskin, I believe. Yes, I forgot what I forgot exactly what his kit was, but he seems like a good champion. Like his kit seems like a good champion. If we're talking about whether he's better than Armans, yeah, he's a good champion. So elemental spirits, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They already know. They already know what the last faction will be. They just yeah, it is what it is. They said it'll be obvious when the time comes. When they release it or whatever. But yeah. Hey Hot Gaming, how are you, man? Sorry. Dang it. Yeah, we can talk about that. If you guys looking for like help or whatever, we can talk about it through Discord. Just reach out to me on my Discord. Send you guys my Discord link if you guys are interested. We do giveaways and stuff there, so you guys go. That's my Discord, personal Discord. So if you guys are interested, I don't know. Don't have a newt. Bird people. My friend got married 6-star at the same time as you. Oh, nice. Hopefully it didn't take him as long. Clear Sandal in 2 minutes. PvP gear, 1-star blessing. Ninja has to be around 2 minutes, 2:30. I think Ninja can do under 2 minutes. But yeah, Marius 2 minutes is pretty solid. Yeah. Moth people. I have Ninja now, and it's slow with all the weak hits. How many points did you guess the first fragments would be for the shard summons again? Um, I think I overestimated. Like in my video, I overestimated. I was thinking more about the rare and then epic, so like more of a traditional fusion. Um, oh, this looks like a spicy matchup here. Uh, I don't know. I might just get wrecked by this guy here. I might just get wrecked by this guy. He doesn't have a speed lead or anything like that. I think we just don't boost with the CF and we should be okay. Sorry. So the summon rush. So I kind of based it off of the rare and epic for traditional fusion. So I think it'd be much less. I think with 6 sacred shards, so about 3,000 points, you probably get the whole 15, and then the first 5 fragments would probably be much less. So that's kind of like what I think, but we'll see. Oh, GG. 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 This guy thought he was so smart, bringing the Queen of Hearts against the Sifi. Yeah, so it should be something like, the first 5 fragments probably something about like 1,500 points, and then the full 15 probably around 3,000, maybe even less. Honest, but we'll see. Almost got Lady Mikage. Nice, congrats. She's a very, very strong champion. Almost the same opening 2 from this guy as well. Go for Mr. Embers here. Embers, Super GG champion. Marius too stat hungry without a soul. If you guys watch my Marius 6-star video, you guys can see my first Marius ever. And it looks so bad compared to what it looks like now. I was like, wow, this is what it looks like in the beginning. That's freaking, it's so wild, man, when you see it. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna outspeed this guy. And if I don't, then it's gonna be lights out. Because we have to ban Marichka here. So I bring Ancora to deal with the Armans a little bit here. We have 4 wands on this team, so maybe the Armans will just stun himself or sheep himself. But we always have to worry about the Lazurius being... The Lazurius is probably faster in my CF. That'll be my guess. It's probably faster in my CF here. Oh, we actually go first. Okay. A little bit of a relief, and we break all the stone skin with 1 tick. Feels good, man. Let's see what he's gonna do. I mean, he's probably gonna open sheep. Nope, he's gonna stun, try to stun. Oh, he gets stunned himself. decrease attack here. That's pretty huge. All right. Can we one-shot everybody? Ugh, pretty close. Not quite. Damn, and now we're like way weaker now. Oh no, now we're way weaker. Hmm. I'm not gonna get a turn again, I don't think. Oh, no turn. Damn it. And now Sophian can't place the HP burn too. Damn it. Tough spot. Carnage just doing crazy stuff here. The next 2x voids. It should be, unless they do something different, but it should be, yeah. Well played, well played. Is there a hint in the lore? Could be the last faction. That's interesting. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Skipping the fusion since you don't have Packmaster. I think that's all right. Yeah. If you choose mythical speed, he would have barred it. Good luck then with speed. Speed. Don't. Still early with a 6-star, but is the crushing rend noticeable? No, it's not. Against sorry, against just like arena, it's not actually that big. It's only like a 6%. It's only 6% chance. 6% ignore defense boost with the crushing rend against just arena teams. But against PvE content, it's like 35% ignore defense. It's pretty significant. When's next fusion after dog? It's usually 2 weeks after. So sorry, finish the fusion and then it's usually 1 week after. Sorry. Doing the fusion only because I have 0 attackers for orcs. 36-star away from Lydia. 5 stars still waiting. Nice. Yeah, I mean it should be helpful for orcs for sure. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. This guy's Probably faster. Probably. We have the 6-star banner, but our Sulfuron's 410. Not necessarily the fastest. Oh, faster. Surprising. That's a little surprising. All right, GG. A little bit surprising there. Nell in live is underrated. I don't think she's underrated anymore. I think everybody sees how good she is now. Yeah, I think people know of Nell now. When you get energy to inbox, how long does it take to expire there? 99 days? Not necessarily. Sometimes it's only 6 days or 7 days or whatever. I think it's 6 days. 99 days doesn't happen that often. So usually it's like 6 days. Yeah. I like Nell before, before the whole relic stuff. I did a showcase on Nell and then she got worked with the new poison relic. And then she was really good. But she has an interesting kit. She's just super stat hungry, right? She needs everything. She needs accuracy. She needs pinpoint. She needs, damage. She can do everything. Oh, this is interesting. We'll go with the same strategy here. So we'll try to outspeed him. Oh, Nail Cavalax. Yeah, that's nasty. This is a pretty interesting team here. She's got Cleanser, Booster. Pretty sure she's going to be faster than me, right? I don't know. This can go either way. I think this guy got me though, because my champions are not properly speed tuned. They're not properly speed tuned with Sifi and Sulfurion, so 30% turn meter boost. Even if we go first, we can get the burns off. Yeah, you give him a chance to cut in, and then he has the cleanser, right? Yeah. Maybe he stuns himself. If he stuns himself, then we're good. Or if he sheeps himself. But our Wukong and Marius is pretty close in speed, so I think we got it. Oh, wow, the Georgian. He has to kill Marius here. One hit. Fuck. Oh, we lost then. How did that happen? That means his Georgian must be his Georgian must be faster than my Marius. Because his Freya only had a 20% turn meter boost, and his Georgian went. And we had a 10% turn meter boost with Sifi, and we had Sulfuron's 20%. And he still went first. His DPS was faster than our DPS. How long did it take you to get Marius? Maybe like 9 months. I didn't really go for Marius specifically. But it took me maybe like 9 months, 10 months. I really took my time. Like, I didn't rush to him or anything like that. What would you like Plarium to add to the game? Pretty deep question. I can't really say right now. I'm not 100% sure what I would say actually. Beefy. Oh, good eye. Yeah, good eye there. Freya gave Georgia instant turn. Yeah, good eye there. So he got lucky there. So he got lucky there. That's what you're saying. God damn it. So he got pretty lucky there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. But the thing is, if Marius got a real turn instead of the counterattack, he would be dead. That's the thing, right? Oh, look at this squad. 6-star, 666, one banner. Uh, questionable. My Arbor is not the fastest too. My Arbor is like 415 or something. Is it good enough? It's good enough. Look. I lost 3 coin flips here. It's 50% chance to remove the stone skin. I lose 3 coin flips. Oh my god. I couldn't remove the stone skin, really? Yo, this Mortu's got us. This Mortu's got us. We're done. We're freaking done, guys. Okay, we need the we need Embers's necrosis to kill this guy, right? That's the only way. There we go. Let's go. Oh, resisted. Fuck. Tell me he doesn't have it. He needs to kill Fabian. Oh my god, why did he kill Arbiter? Oh my god, why did he kill Arbiter? That's so strange. Resisted again? Land it. Oh my god, we got this, guys. What's up? What's up, man? What's up with that? What's up there? Let's go. Oh man. Stone skin supersonic, nice. Oh man, we got it. That was pretty close. Almost lost that one there. Yeah, I'll probably re-gear my Freya maybe. I don't have like if I gear her in Supersonic, Supersonic makes the most sense on Freya, but if I geared Freya in Supersonic, it would be my third Supersonic champion, and I don't really have like that much gear to support her. So yeah, that's kind of why I don't gear her that way, but it totally makes sense. Totally makes sense to it totally makes sense to be in Supersonic. It's just I don't have like a third good set to put on her. I already don't use her. I should use her more because she's 5-star blessed and she's a good champion. But I don't really use her that often. Calvalax. Calvalax is a bad one. He's a baddie here. I have to ban Calvalax. He's a baddie here. He needs to ban Sulfurions. I think we're just gonna get cooked here. This is a tough matchup. Oh, it's clanmate. It's the clanmate. What are you doing? What are you doing, Lemon? The clanmate. Holy cow! Look at the Sulfurion. It's just wild. Done. Done. Sleep. No sleep. Kill. There we go. Killed. Damn, the wand didn't save me that time. Stop the revive. Pretty close. Hmm. I need to kill this guy so he doesn't he's gonna kick out of the stun, right? Oh, it's over now. Gee. Give me some gear. No gear. Feels bad, man. Any chance we can mold the Dracus fragments before champion chase? I don't know how the mold fragments work, to be honest. How cool would it be if all the fights were actually that close? Sometimes you just kind of want it to like be quick though, you know? Guess we'll do. If you have all the frags you need for mold, then yep. Get you the points for champion chase. Yeah, I'll get mauled maybe 2030, somewhere around there. This cat, this cat is interesting. Cat is kind of scary too. Probably, it's gonna be hard to like one shot this team, so we probably have to take it like slow here. My slow team. Waiting 3 months for his soul. Yeah, I feel ya. Feel your pain. feel like Carnage probably gives us the most trouble. I don't think the cat doesn't go through block damage, right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Looking for the 1 star. Yeah, that's what the devs mentioned to me. Like, they mentioned they mentioned there's a like just an algorithm for it to happen. Like, there's like a timer for every soul, like every champion. Um, I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but don't think an attack would do much here. But yeah, so basically we're like guaranteed to see like each champion every 2 months or so, 2.5 months. Not sure how true that is or how accurate that is. I feel bad, man. You bought 1 to 5 on your cat. Nice. Yeah, cat's really good. He's a great champion. Comes to lockout stuff. Damn, that was actually a pretty slick lockout here, actually. I can't heal. Mm-mm. All right, good game. Alice to 380. Does she do damage at 380? Yeah, I mean, I haven't even built out my cat yet. I still have my cat to build. So I actually have a lot to do this CVC. Definitely will put in some work here. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do well this fight. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Have to ban this guy. Yeah, have to ban Cavalax. We have a Cavalax too, so we're gonna build out Cavalax this CVC. So there's a lot of champions we want to build out. We want to build Cavalax. I got the cat to build. I got Titus to build. There's a lot of stuff to build this CVC. So it's gonna be very, very, very hectic. Don't go first. So that sucks big time because block debuff's gonna come out. Oh, interesting. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Like, the only reason he would do that is if he knew like Arm Hands was in Supersonic or something. Like, there's no reason to do that because you just place block debuffs and then my Sulfuron doesn't do anything. But the way he played it, he shut down my Arm Hands. I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. Such weird play. Such weird play. Because if you just turn me to boost, my Arm Hands gets a turn. But the way he played it, he shut down the Sulfurion. But he also shut down the Armans, allowing his Fabian to go first. I don't know. Weird. That's just not a default play, right? It's not a default play. Default play, you boost, and then the block debuff shuts him down. And then you don't assume that the Armans has 4-piece Supersonic. And then your Fabian goes. I don't know. Maybe thinking too much about it. What relic should I put her in? Champion. Didn't get a single mythical accessory in 55 multi battles on R10. A little bit unlucky. Fabian gets banned so much, having a champ do similar thing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the lockout's very nice. Is your Ray your full-time job, or I write that you have like another job? What would it be? Yeah, this is not my full-time job. I have a regular full-time job, and I don't really want to say what I do just for internet purposes. Yeah, I do have another full-time job, and have a family to deal with, right? So all that stuff. I need DPS now. Lamassu. Don't really want to give him Lamassu. Go Carnage. Okay. What relic should I put on her? Didn't specify which champion the CVC are gonna build. Neve and Yuzul. Nice. Neve is super fun. It's gonna be tough. Let's see what happens. I mean, we might just instantly die to the Volcanos. Like, he has to ban Sulfurion. Yeah, he has to. Otherwise, he doesn't even get any boost there. Shani. Oh, good one, man. I literally just watched that video. I freaking laughed my ass off, man. I was like, Sam's so funny, man. Sometimes, like, granted, it's at the expense of somebody else, which really is. Oh my god, what happened here? Which is really bad, right? But like, sometimes she's so funny. She like hits it on the head sometimes, Are we dead? Are we dead already? Guess we're dead. Oh, we're not dead. That is surprising. He's locked out. I think he can still do the A. Oh, just an A1 can kill my whole team. I'm really surprised that oh, you know what? Oh, I A2'd the cat. I forgot about the cat's passive that keeps him alive. Fuck. I should have just A2 Marius and then the whole team would have been dead. Fuck, that's my bad. I totally forgot about the Wukong. No, I totally forgot about the cat's passive. So that's my bad. Because if I just A2 the Marius, then everybody would be dead except for the cat, and then we probably would win. Yeah, that's my bad there. 6-4. I mean, 6-4 is still fine ish. Still not bad. We'll take it. 4 more weeks until I have Embers. Nice. Embers is amazing. Mustache gives it away. Temporal change instead of intimidating presence gives it away. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Fox. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Actually, you know what? He was probably playing around temporal chains. That was probably why. Yeah, that was probably why. He was probably playing around temporal chains, which makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Now it makes more sense to me. How do you build my Embers? Just regular, like, lethal stone skin. Lethal stone skin, fast. Okay. But yeah, I'll show you guys the champions here real quick here. Embers. So he's basically in my best, like, HP based damage gear. No blessing and stuff. One star blessing would be massive on him because he gains 7k. You know, actually 8.5k HP. So it'd be over 100k. I think his stats are good for what it is. Right, he has no blessing. He's already 300 speed. He's got decent crit damage. You know, good stats overall. Right. Um, you know, my gear at this point is pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. Like, this boot I think could be better, but got a ton of crit rate on it. This chest, I mean, outside of this attack percentage, like, basically perfect chest. This glove works for him. No crit rate, but um, yeah, like, even this banner's good. I guess this ring could be better. Not easy to get HP ring specifically, but yeah, his gear's pretty good. We got wand on him, no blessings, fully maxed out. Helm Smasher. His A1s are pretty strong, so having the A1 counterattacks makes sense to me. He places Fear, so you can place Leech too. Can be okay. Yeah. Oh, 11k HP. Very nice. I look forward to that. Never getting that 1 star. I look forward to never getting that 1 star. Um, is the free Chimera mythical any good? That's this one, Embers. Yeah, Embers is amazing. He's one of the best. One of the best free champions in the game. Period. He might be actually one of the best mythicals in the game too. He's really good. He's really good. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys drop on by my Discord. We do giveaways and stuff like that. If you guys are looking for, like, help or takeover services, make sure you guys DM me. I do paid service. We do have a channel for free takeovers, but I try to do one a month. So yeah, if you guys are interested there, make sure you guys drop on by. We're pretty cool, chill community, and it's an easy way to connect with me if you guys are interested. Otherwise, if you guys are here, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for future content and all that stuff. Best of luck on your CVC. I'm gonna get super sweaty this CVC. Probably gonna rack up million, as much as I can, to help out my clan. So anyways, guys, yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Best of luck for your CVCs and all that. Yep, thank you guys for hanging out. Take care all. Have a good one. And see you guys in the next one.